my gosh, after Tahoe, you may have seen from social media, I got knocked down with feeling sick. But you know what? I am back. I am stronger than ever, more vibrant than ever, and I am more inspired than ever. And so today, really, Hunter? Right now? Meow. Hi, Hunter. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Hi. How are you? Hi, Salem. What's going on, you guys? And Hunter's stealing my selfie space. Salem. Hi, puppies. Hi. Yeah? You want to steal the show? Here we go. And so today I wanted to film a little chit chat for us to have, because here's the thing. It's February, which means OMG, it's almost Valentine's Day. And that means that we're reflecting on a lot. We're worrying a lot. We're preparing a lot. We're maybe even getting just a little desperate a lot. So I want to tell you what I wish someone told me a while ago in my 20s living in New York City. So let's just chit chat, little girl talk. Let's get some coffee. Let's get some tea, whatever hot beverage you want. We can relax together, and I am going to get vulnerable with you and share with you. I want to see some really cool things happen in your life. So let's start here. I've got some big plans for us this year. Let's go get our drink and hit it over at the desk because I took some notes. Let's go.
I've been wondering about you. They said that just one look and I'd get caught too. 'Cause there's something about you, and you know it too. All I do is think about you. Your eyes, your scent, your touch is all I dream of.
All right, so you have your tea, your hot beverage. Let's just chat just a little bit. This is girl talk, okay? Now, I have been sharing a lot of my love life with you, and I love that. But sometimes I think it's easy to forget that this is the ending of a very long journey. Okay, I did not have very many successful relationships in my 20s in dating. Did I have relationships? Yes. Did I experience a lot? Yes. But here is what I think went wrong. I was always trying to find a relationship. I was trying to find someone who wanted to commit to me. I wasn't looking for who is going to be the best fit for me, or who am I, or what do I need out of a relationship. I wasn't asking those questions at all. You see, I lived in New York City in my 20s. That seems to be like everyone's dream, and yet for me, it was so lonely. Oh my gosh. First of all, just a side note on New York. New Yorkers, the true New Yorkers, you kind of learn how to walk in a sea of people, like millions of people, and you don't make eye contact. You don't acknowledge anyone. You just be you be cool, you're on your phone, you're busy, you're important, you're walking, you're strutting. Sometimes you meet eye contact with someone and they're a total douchebag. But other than that, it is just head down your own bubble in a sea of the world. Dating in New York City really, really, really sucked. Anytime you're in a big city, you're naturally going to have a lot of men that don't want to grow up. You're naturally going to have a lot of, you know, a little bit of the, I don't know how to call it, sleeping around mentality, right? Look at Sex in the City. You're going to have a lot of that. I started to believe that real great guys were so far and few between, and to actually land a relationship was like amazing. And so I had this belief that, you know, other people had what I wanted, but it was so rare. I found myself in situations where I was settling for so much less because, oh my gosh, this guy actually does want to commit. Now for me, there was also this other side of me where I was very afraid of commitment in terms of I didn't want to be hurt. I didn't want to be cheated on. I didn't trust people. And so here I was, not really wanting to necessarily say that I want all of these relationshipy things because I am afraid of those. And I was actually running around saying, I never want to get married. I never want to have kids. And you know, that's what I was telling myself. What was really happening is I had a big fear of being hurt. I had a big fear of, you know, having someone not treat me the way I wanted to be treated. And so let me just, you know, cut that out of an option before someone can, you know, disappoint me. But what happened was I was trying to be this cool girl. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but you try to pretend that you're not the way that you are. You try to pretend that you're actually really cool and things don't impact you, and you're just like totally cool with that, right? I'm totally okay. I'm totally fine, as Ross Geller would say. And these guys are, you know, the ones that I'm trying to talk to are so wrong for me, but I'm not looking at it that way, right? Back then I was looking at just, how can I have some fun? How can I not be lonely? How can I then take this person that I'm meeting out in a bar and try to see if he wants a serious relationship with me? Like, what happens when we have that mentality of just wanting a relationship, a commitment, a label? We really lose the entire part of love. We lose the big picture. Love is about finding someone that compliments you because you know who you are and you want to see certain parts of you come forward, and they come forward around a certain person, and you start to like yourself more and you start to feel really good, and you're inspired in your life, and you're seeing results and dreams happen that you never saw before. That's love. What I was experiencing during that time was desperation, okay? Especially around Valentine's Day. I would feel so alone. I was so lonely. It's so hard to be someone who wants depth in a shallow world. It's hard to meet people, to meet friends, to meet connections that last. It's easy to have shallow situations. I had a ton of shallow friends. I mean, hello, I'm in New York City and I'm young and whatever, but I really lacked true connection and intimacy. And that can lead you to feel robot mom just fed the cats. Did you see how quick they just ran out? Oh, robot mom's on the deck. It leads us to feel very isolated and alone. And when we're in that mentality, we start to believe certain things that aren't necessarily true. So, really, robot mom? I don't even know if you guys can hear that or not. Okay, it's done. When we start to have those beliefs, we start to create more and build more, and we start to create these stories on, oh my gosh, I'm never getting married, or I'm never having this, or people always have relationships and I don't, or it's so hard for me, or there's something wrong with my body, that must be it, and we start to just freak out and try to fix everything wrong with us. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with you. The only thing happening is that you don't know who you are, you don't know what you want, and you're chasing a thing instead of the feeling. Because guess what? All those guys, the bad guys, they all make you feel like crap. You don't feel good hanging out with them. You don't feel good about yourself. You're checking your phone. Why isn't he texting? Why isn't he doing this? You're texting people you're not supposed to. And like, crap, why did I do that? It's just, your 20s are a hot mess. I think that's the hardest thing to face, is ourself. I know for me, when you're lonely and you're not sure where you're going in life or what you want, all you are looking for is some kind of normalcy, some kind of safety, some kind of something to show that you are making progress, that you're getting results. But having some loser guy say, sure, I'll be your boyfriend, while I don't care about you at all, is not true movement. It's not true success. We have to face that loneliness in ourselves. We have to face that uncomfortableness in ourselves and be okay with us. I changed my life so many times, but the big one, okay, the big change. I started to really ask myself what I needed to be happy. And when I looked at my life and I looked at the people that I was choosing to spend my time with, I looked at these guys and everything that I was giving myself to, I was so over it. I just needed a change. I needed something different. And when I started to ask myself, what do I need to be happy? I actually started to withdraw from people even more. I started to withdraw from the shallow lifestyle. I stopped going out as much until eventually I had 2 years where I didn't go out at all. I started to really discover myself, and here's the thing. I found out that I was afraid to be myself. I think there's so many of us that feel so confused on who we are, but we think we're bad, but we're good. Like, who am I? We're looking for some identity. And that's what we're looking for in relationships. We're also looking for it in ourselves. Like, what identity am I? Who am I? Especially because in high school, we're trained that you are a certain clique. There's the cheerleaders, the artists, there's the football players, there's the jocks, there's the drama team, there's this. And you start to kind of group together by these labels. When you are looking at changing your life or following your dreams or going after something, when you're in a big city like New York, no one cares if you were a cheerleader, an artist, whatever. You are a person in a big, big city. When you're looking at finding identity in big things like career, your future, it's scary. It's terrifying. We want to remember that we have to take this one step at a time. Be gentle with yourself, because if you are kind of trying to make things work with some random person because he decided to message you and no one else was, and so, oh my God, he's the one. Do not settle, okay? I have done this so many times, and I want you to really sit with this. For those of you that are not in love, in a happy relationship, I want you to ask yourself this. Do I even like who that person is? Do I want him to commit to me? Do I want to commit to him? Who am I around this person? I had this guy that I just, oh my God, he was so bad for me. And for whatever reason, you know what I'm talking about, right? You just cave in all the time. And I remember we were standing on a corner in New York City, and I'd been out with the girls, so I was a little tipsy, so I was speaking my truth. You know what I'm talking about? I remember I finally got the courage to just ask him what I wanted, and I said, I just want to be in a relationship. Like, I just want us to be together and not see anyone else. I just want it to be us. And I was asking him for this commitment, and he looked at me and he said, why? And I remember saying, because I love you. And he asked me, why do you love me? What is it about me that you love? And I looked at him and I remember being really confused, especially because it kind of took me back a little bit after some of the champagne drinks I had. I was like, I couldn't answer. I used to play that back in my head and just try to say something in the right answer. And I said something stupid, like, because you just know. And here's the thing, no, that was such fake love. He would tell me he loved me all the time. He wasn't there. He would tell me that I was special. I never saw him outside of when he needed something or whatever. It wasn't real. I hated myself every time we would leave each other. I didn't really like him as a person. He was such an asshole. And yet, there was something in me that needed him to accept me, that needed him to commit to me. And I'll tell you what, if you can't tell someone why you love them, it's because you don't. You don't. I have Nick today, and if he were to ask me, or if someone were to ask me, I would have a million reasons off the top of my head. I couldn't stop talking and, you know, just shooting off reasons why I love him, and examples and evidence and all of these memories on why he's a good person, why I'm in love with him. I don't want to change anything about him, and when I'm with him, I don't want to change anything about myself. I still have goals. I still have things that I want to see happen. There's still changes I want to make in my life, but I am a better person with him. I am more myself with him, and I know that because I took the time to get to know myself before I even met him. I have made mistakes in love. I have been heartbroken. I have broken hearts. I have messed up and done it all. And the hope piece is, wherever you're at, however desperate you feel, whatever place you're in your life, love is real and you can have it. You aren't going to live life and never find somebody that is going to give you what you want, but you have to start looking for the right thing. Stop looking for the item. Stop looking for the label. Stop looking for someone who is going to say yes. Stop looking for that. Really and truly, I want to help develop some true change in others on this channel. And I want you to just kind of open up your mind and open up your heart to me. But allow this to sink in. You need, I know it sounds cliche, but I'm going to say it. You need to find yourself first before that love, that guy, that girl, whoever is going to find you. You have to be willing to give yourself time to be alone, to start to like yourself when you're alone, to start to find out and uncover who you are. And you don't have to be perfect before you find the one, but you absolutely have to know who you are and what you're looking for, because how else are you going to know whether you say yes or no to someone or give your time to someone or not? It is not just who's available and who's willing to say yes, because guess what? If you are waiting for anyone to commit to you, it's because your worth and your confidence are so low on the ground. We got to lift those first, because you're going to make mistakes, and that's natural, but you don't want to make the huge mistakes. You don't want to make the ones that you can't undo, that put you in a place that you never thought you'd see yourself in. So truly, I know Valentine's Day is coming up. I know this is the month of love. I'm going to be talking a lot about it, but I want to preface by kind of saying this and just reminding you that I was a train wreck. What you see today is from a journey I have taken, and I want to shed light and remind you of these painful moments and let you know that I was once a desperate, freaking sad, lonely girl living in New York City, making all the wrong choices. And if I can find love, you can too, and there's hope. Valentine's Day is just a day. One day you're gonna be in a relationship if you follow what I teach you, and it's gonna feel like Valentine's Day every day, and you're still gonna celebrate Valentine's Day, but don't try to form beliefs and take desperate action just because this reminder of a day is popping up. Be brave, be courageous, be honest with yourself, and let's dig deep together, because I want to see happiness in your life. I want to see fulfillment in your life. And I'll tell you this, the saddest thing in the world is to miss out on true love. That's our purpose. That's what's gonna give us everything we're looking for. And I think back to my past relationships, and if I had ever just stuck in any of them, if I had ever just not left them, I would be missing out on the happiest moments of my life, the most confident moments of my life, the most exhilarating moments of my life, the greatest love story that I couldn't even have written myself. Do not give up on yourself. There is hope, there is love, but you have to face yourself first. If you haven't experienced what's real, you don't know what you're missing. So I am here today, and you are here today for a reason, because I am telling you, I am experiencing what I never thought was possible. I just want to kind of set an intention and sprinkle this in. I want to help you find love. If you follow what I share and ask you to do, let's just see what happens this year. Let's just see. Maybe there's gonna be somebody, maybe even you, gonna experience a beautiful love story this year, because sips tea, true love exists for you. I love you. If you have any questions for me about relationships or anything, drop them down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to be back. I've got some inspiring videos on the way. I wanted to have my little chit chat with you. Thank you for our girl talk, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye.